There were no mummies. Every time I hear this argument, it makes me want to impale myself. There were...
Go watch Milo's video. It's good. Milo's really cool. He does ancient archaeology on his YouTube channel. He gives information. He debunks conspiracy theorists like Philip Ziva? Is that how you pronounce this? I don't remember anymore. Okay, Milo's really good. Minute Man. Carrying on. Let's talk about mummies and why we don't see them. As Milo has stated, grave robbers, yes. Victorians. Let's talk about them. They would use the mummies for health reasons. Not good health reasons, mind you, but health reasons. So one of the reasons we don't see mummies much today is because they would use them because they thought that it would cure bloody noses, and they thought that it would help heal wounds faster, so they put them on bandages, and they also thought that it would cure epilepsy. Humans eat mummies for a while there in the Victorian era. It was Englishmen, it was Germans, I don't remember who else. That's the main two I remember from the Smithsonian. I'm not even saying the Smithsonian's good, but it's good information. I don't like the Smithsonian, they're a bit wacky. They're good information, but they're a bit off, if you know what I mean. That sounds so weird. I just don't like them. I have a few quarrels with them. I'm not saying that they're bad information. They are great information. I just have some quarrels with them. Quarrels and qualms. But anyway, yeah, they'd use them. They'd eat them. They would use them on bandages. And it was really popular, especially among rich people. Because you know how that is. Cool new fad, and the rich people go for it. And they charge, and they charge, and... So, Victorians ate mummies, they used them in bandages, which is one of the reasons why we don't see mummies much anymore, alongside grave robbers and other such things. I'm actually doing 2 videos today because I saw this and thought I would also give some information that I know. Go watch Milo's video, maybe go watch his YouTube channel, Minute Man. He's really good at making videos on archaeology. He has a series called All For Archaeology. He's still working on his Atlantis video, which is really sad. I want to watch it soon. But Atlantis is a really big conspiracy, so it takes a little while. Carrying on, let's talk about why we don't see mummies. And more specifically, Victorians in the reason why we don't see mummies. Now, Victorians are known to be a bit funky, bit weird. So it's not surprising that they're one of the reasons we don't see much mummies today. See, they thought that mummies had healing properties. They thought it could cure epilepsy and nosebleeds, which is really weird, and they thought it would help heal wounds faster. So what they would do is they would crush them up. They're like their skulls and moss, I think. I think they'd also use moss. Skulls, moss, whatever they could find on the mummies, fat. And they would use that for healing properties. They would put it on bandage wraps, or they would eat it. I'm gonna state that again. They would eat it. So mummies are hard to find in the big tombs that we didn't have to excavate because they were taken by grave robbers to sell, and so was their gold. And they were also taken by Victorians, who were grave robbers, by the way, and used to heal BS. They were used to heal, but they didn't work that well, I would say, because it's human. If anything, that just makes you cannibal. Victorians were really weird. If you want to know more information about the Victorians, search it up. Do your research, please. Victorians are weird. That's all I have to say about them. Victorians are weird. Save me. Let's talk about this, shall we? Mummies. are really hard to find in pyramids. Mostly because the pyramids are really big things and grave robbers saw them and thought, oh, let's go check that out. Other than that, another reason, still grave robbers, but a different type of grave robber. Victorians! From both England and Germany, and I have no idea where else. But Victorians, the weirdos that they are, thought that they had medicinal properties. Let me run that by you again. Thought that mummies had medicinal properties. I can't even with that. So what they would do is they would crush them up and they would use them in bandage wraps and they would eat them. And they would also put the bandage wraps on their arm or wherever they were injured, and they thought that that would heal them faster. That sounds insane to me. But back in the time of Victorians, that was less insane. Because they had grave robbers who would literally just dig up people to study, I guess. That's why we have the crates on some graves. Because they didn't want their loved ones being dug up. Victorians were really weird. They ate the mummies. They'd crush them up, they'd eat them, or they would put them on bandage wraps. And God, is it weird. They thought it would cure nosebleeds and epilepsy and what else? Nosebleeds, epilepsy, I'm missing some things. Nosebleeds, epilepsy, they thought that healed wounds faster. That's all I can remember right now. Tell me that doesn't sound insane. Victorians were a weird bunch, a weird group. They did a lot of odd stuff. Like the mummies. I'm trying to think of what else they did with the mummies, but I cannot off the top of my head. If you want to know more information, I would suggest going to, like, God, I don't know. I got my information from the Smithsonian, which I have some quarrels with, but it's a good information site. Have a good afternoon. I should have a new video within the next few minutes, if it doesn't take me that long to film it. Good afternoon. Today I will be making two videos. One is about an animal, and the other is about mummies. I would suggest you go watch Milo's video, Mini Minute Man. He has YouTube, he has TikTok, has a lot of good videos. Now let's talk about why we don't see mummies much. Not only were grave robbers interested in them, but grave robbers who were Victorians were interested in mummies. Now, grave robbers on its own, yeah, sure, whatever, that's normal. Grave robbers who were Victorians, it's a whole nother story, because Victorians are known for doing weird stuff. Such as what they did with the mummies. They thought that mummies had medicinal properties. Let me run that again. They thought that mummies had medicinal properties. They would use their human fat, or they would use their fat, and they would use their skulls. They'd crush it up, and they would eat it, or they would put it on bandage wraps, and they'd put it on someone's injury. Tell me that doesn't sound weird. I'm sorry, I'm still working through my soda. They thought that it would cure nosebleeds and epilepsy, and they thought that it'd heal wounds faster and better. Whew. Victorians were a really weird bunch who did a lot of really weird medical stuff. I would suggest doing some research into it, because it's kind of interesting, and also kind of really, really weird. Like, overly weird. I don't know what was wrong with them. There's something wrong with them. I just don't know what. Thank you for watching my video.